Hi guys, me World Adventure 100, and today we're going to be taking a look at my new tent. It's Campari, I believe, camper tent Mark 1 with fly sheet. I bought this for £1 last weekend. I'll explain to you later why I've got walking poles here. So I'm just going to open up the bag and show you what it comes with. Here. So basically guys, tent pegs, fly sheet, inner tent and ground sheet, and just a bag. Strap by laying out the fly, inner tent, sorry. Like that. Now, just get my pegs. Like that. Basically that's what we do. Then you grab your walking poles, take the cap off, unscrew them, a little like this. Grab the front of the tent, fix in, and spring it. And tighten it to the level you roughly are going to want. That should do for this one. That should mean it's good time. You can always adjust it. Do the back. Nice, there you go, basically guys. That's the fly sheet assembled now. Sorry, inner tent. Grab the fly sheet. Outside. Why is it working? No, there. There's a little reinforcing piece inside. guys, just take it down. Simple as, like this. Once I've done this, we'll take you for a look around the tent. There you go, guys. Basically that's how the tent goes up. Like that. Then you've obviously got a couple of side points that you can utilise. That's annoying. There you go. And just one more on the other side. Like this, and we'll take a look inside and at some of the features of this tent. Right, so basically the tent is a ridge configuration. So you're probably familiar with that sort of really low line. Don't know if you can see this, but it's pretty much up to kind of my waist. I'm 5'6". I haven't put this up completely right, but what I usually do if I was going to use this tent, I do it with all my ridge tents, is I usually do it so you've got a bit more space on one side, so you can actually store rucksacks, boots or whatever in there. But now if we just open up the storm flap on the front, like this. Yeah, it's hard to do single-handed. Hang on guys, sorry about that. Simply unzips like that. Unzip the fly, then inside you get two more zips. This is supposed to be tied onto the bottom of the bottom of the hiking pole. Can we just take a look inside? It's a very spacious two-berth. Plenty of room for me to lie out in here. Enough space for a whole other person next to me. Probably enough space for kit in here. All sorts really. A few other features that it has. Right here at the back, go and do these two poppers. We go into the front again. I'm going to show you how stable this tent is. And then these guys here, they clip on the top of here, and they cross like dollies on an old canvas ridge tent sort of thing. So basically, you crawl inside, and you can have it shut, or you pull these, and you can open a back air vent. But yeah, as I was saying, I bought this tent for £1. It's from roughly late 60s to early 70s in age. Cost me £1. It's similar design to my ridge tent I had previous, as in sort of shape and colour, as in always the kind of orangey colours, and so it just pulls like that to keep the outer tension. But this one, opposed, because my other ridge tent made of canvas and cotton, weighs 6 kilos. Weighs 6 kilos altogether. Whereas this one only weighs 2. So it's 2 kilo hiking tent. Yeah, guys, I'm just putting the retractable doors for you. Like this. You can go and sit in here. So yeah, this one only weighs 2 kilos, which is really surprising considering the age of this tent and the style of it. I'd imagine it was probably quite expensive when it's first built. And it's got some features that we do take for granted today, whereas it's not completely got some of the features, like it's obviously got a very crude but working fly net with the netting on the door, so you can just stop the flies coming in, which is very handy because my Campari Ridge tent didn't have that. Although my Campari Ridge tent did have a kind of thicker ground sheet, and it had one of the first kind of tub style ground sheets, where this one doesn't have a tub ground sheet. It's literally just got this little flappy bit up at the front, which should be up like this, and then along the sides it doesn't actually have it, which is not too much of a problem, but it's something you could deal with quite easily. I don't think I put this tent up right, because this piece here is usually quite tensioned out to give more internal space. So that's obviously something I need to practice with. But yeah, as I was saying, this is a beautiful tent. Costs £1. Sub 3 kilos. It's only 2 kilos in weight. So you potentially could do a one-man hiking job. There's the original logo here. Campari camper tent. And then again on the outer fly. But I have read on the internet, because there's somebody else that has got a tent the same as this, the inner is made of the same material as the outer. So potentially you could go ultra lightweight, and the inside I've weighed on its own, it weighs 1 kilo without the poles, because you'd be carrying them separately, and a set, not also including a set of lightweight pegs. These aren't lightweight, these are heavyweight things. This only weighs 1 kilo, or less than that to be honest, well, about 1 kilo roughly. So you could really have a really lightweight 1-2-man tent, because all this inside, I've tested it for waterproofing, is fully waterproof and fine. So I had a quick look around this tent. The condition of it is not too bad, it's in good condition. There's no rotting or physical damage I can see, no kind of wet marks, because on my canvas there was a few damp marks where it obviously got damp, and then that it did eventually sadly rip and did give way. But the only thing that I've noticed on this one is these. Since I've had it, a couple of these have given away, which is just the rubber bits. They always perish though. They perished in most of my other tents, even some of my newer ones. So it's not too bad actually. There's multiple ways this tent can be pitched. Obviously inner tent only, or you could also just pitch the outer and just do a kind of half wild camp under it. Use it as a camp kitchen. Also, if you peg these out, these guy lines out to about there, this can be retracted back, and you can have a kind of half porch, half tent there. I've also seen people pitch these with kind of a couple of extra poles, so you've kind of got like a tent there, and then big kind of extension bit on the side. There's all sorts of configurations of these, and they're lovely tents. I've never heard of the make or ever seen one of these until I got it. I'd obviously had a ridge tent made of canvas like it, but I've never actually seen one like this. So I hope you enjoy my videos, guys. Hope you like this tent. Please rate, comment, maybe even subscribe. Do give me some feedback on what you think about the tent, or if you have a similar one, I would love to hear. Any ideas, because I'm obviously not old enough to know much about these tents, or to be honest, I've never used a ridge tent for hiking, but I've heard they are. That is pretty much, I could probably put my whole weight on that, and it seems to be completely fine. Really strong, sturdy, doesn't move. So see you soon, guys. Wild Adventure over and out.